Hey, baby, want to go into the Royal? I got a kicker for you. Okay, that was actually pretty bad. This hand could work. Worst case scenario, I have to play the lens to get out my raiders, and then I'll use that to get out the annelid. That's not ideal, but it works, I guess. I'll go ahead and keep this hand. And I'm playing second anyway, so, I'm off to a good start. So, this seems like an interesting game, and it kind of hurts that I had to go ahead and take and pass everything, and I had to just... Ugh. It kind of... First round loss kind of hurt, but, this seems to be a running theme with these draft videos. Hopefully that won't persist. It won't. And right now, I feel like I've gotten off to a okay start. Not terrific. Oh, just okay. What do I want to play out? The lens or the... yeah, let's play out the lens instead of the bear. Drop it turn 3 Gray Ogre Plasma, and then we'll go from there. I feel like that's a good start. Not a terrific start, but it gets me somewhere. And he has Stronghold Rats. Awesome! More ways for me to not be able to deal with his creatures. As if I needed that. So, yeah, go ahead, drop a Gray Ogre Rats here. I mean, a Gray Ogre Plasma. I could probably do a Flying Plasma, but I feel like the Gray Ogre Plasma will work well enough. Especially since I'm dropping it turn 3 anyway. Standing in my car where they tore down the garage. Blue seems to be... Blue didn't seem pretty open from when I played from before. I'm surprised he's going with what he has. And sure, I'll just get rid of the bears. Bears probably have outlived their usefulness, so... Ooh! Nice madness there. Shame that you're not going to get the additional ability there. But yeah, that's a good start. Applaud you on that one. Oh. Dude, you did realize that ability was optional, right? You didn't have to return my bear to my hand. You could have just said no. Ah, well, if that's the way you want to play it, I'm perfectly fine with letting you do that. I'll just discard it next turn. Or... Nah, let's be aggressive. That's the best. That's the only way I know how to play is be aggressive. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that and drop. Actually, you know what? He gave me back my bears, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use those to deal with the rats. Yeah, but first things first, I gotta obviously get the bears in play. Then I gotta shrink his rats and get rid of the shadow. And thank you, by the way, for returning my bears to my hand. It's not like that. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Well, I don't know what to make of that right now. So, probably should just... Well, let's just go... Well, first things first, let's just beat in. If only I had another land. You know, I feel like this turn, I should be playing the Annelid, so that way I can see what's coming. Yeah, go ahead, trade with my bear. I don't care. It's just a bear. And drop the Annelid, because I need to start filtering my deck. It's not getting the cards I'm looking for. Could use land. Alright, we'll scry 1. Yeah, sure, we'll keep that one. 2. Not too sure about that one. 3. Yeah, sure, what the hell. This can go to the bottom. Top. Top. There we go. That feels nice. And I have the Annelid for next turn. Annelid will provide some nice solid defense while the Plasma goes ahead and starts beating faces in. Standing in my car. Why do I keep thinking of that song? And he goes ahead and replays his rats. Or he plays a morph. Someone has to have those Fathom Seers that I passed. Someone has to have them. I'm guessing it's probably him. Although Fathom Seer is a little bit weaker since the M10 rules changes, but still painful. I mean, still quite annoying since, you know, it draws cards and all that, but... Alright, and I'll go ahead and drop my Omen Reader. It's a good thing I did play that lens when I did. Because I've been a little bit starved for mana most of these turns. Omen Readers are going to really help ramp me up, though. Won't be great with the Pouncing Worm, but oh well. Mind Lash Sliver. Well, I guess if you're playing a Madness deck, it works. Alright. Drop land, and I know what my plan is. These two go in. The Parasite's gonna... Well, that ruins a lot of my fun. Hey, no, the Parasite's gotta be the one to die first. I really can't believe he actually plays this Sliver, though. Eh, well. Guess I'll just go ahead and drop my Morph and then suspend my Ephemeron. I also wanted to include a Spider with it, but no. Eh, well. Ephemeron will come in a couple turns. In case this game goes long. Which it might. Seems like he's trying to play a slow game here. But I have the inevitability of the Ephemeron. So, what's he got, though? Lots more morphs. Why did everyone get Shaper Parasite but me? I did not see one Shaper Parasite there. I still have the Annelid, dude. It's not going to be changing anything anytime soon. Yeah, actually, this might be a good play for me to just start fetching lands with it. So I'll go ahead and do that for, and then I'll have enough. Oh, he has a Mawkor. Well, why'd you play it as a morph then? I would have just hardcasted the thing. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and just cast the Hunting Wilds and fetch me some forest, because I'm a little bit mana starved right now, so. Alright, and let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can kick her up my Pouncing Worm next turn. Yay! Let's see him deal with a big worm like that. But first, he's gonna obviously beat in with his Mawkor. Why is he still attacking with the Scrabbler? Scrabbler, he's just gonna be bouncing off the Annelid repeatedly. The Annelid's job is defense, and it's doing that. It probably has the other Mawkor, doesn't it? Oh, Shaper. Okay, whatever. Use it for that. I'm fine. Meanwhile, I have a giant worm. A giant hasty worm. And, what should I discard? Empath will help me get some gas going in my tank again, so. Sure, whatever. It was gonna be hellbent anyway. Kickered Pouncing Worm. Comes out of nowhere, leaves you bruised. Huh. You're seriously gonna try to race the Kickered Pouncing Worm? Seriously? Yeah, I thought not. You don't race the Kickered Pouncing Worm. I don't know if Synchronous Sliver's the right answer, though. It's very simple. You just click OK when that shows up. Alright, let's see what you got. That's only 5. Oh, right, Mawkor. I'm fine with that. I'll go ahead and run along with that. There's no problems on my end there. Just play the Empath and start getting some gas back in my tank. Avenger sounds good. Honestly, I like both of these. These both stay on top. Yeah, I really shouldn't. So it seems like my deck is actually filled with more giant threats than I realized. Even though I'm trying to play very hard and fast here. I probably actually could have gone with something else, but... Eventually, though, if you let me stay long enough, I draw into Sprout Swarm and then just start overwhelming. I have so much spare mana, I could probably get away with it. In fact, I should be playing every land I get. I don't really like to sandbag lands, make it look like I'm holding on to a combat trick, but I guess in this deck, I kind of want to keep playing my lands so for when I do draw my Sprout Swarm. I could probably do with that, but he's really thinking hard about this one. Because, well, I did knock him down to 3 with a out-of-nowhere Pouncing Worm. And I do have the, what's-its-face? The Evolution Charm to get it back. And then that's going to be a huge pain for him to deal with. And then there's also this thing that's coming in. You must cast it if able. I don't get why they put a cancel there if it's you must if able. I am able to. So, yes, everything goes in. And my empath dies. Which is to be expected. But it's done its duty. It got me an Avenger. And then we drop the Avenger. And that will do some solid defense against the rats. It's like I'm ticking towards inevitability here right now. He's doing a good job trying to hold his own against me, but right now it doesn't seem like he's going to be making it. And he concedes. Good game. So what do I have for him? What do I have to use against him? I'm actually really tempted to bring in the Cyclical Evolution. But what would go out? What would I get rid of for that? Actually, you know what? The Evolution really wouldn't be too useful, I don't think. So... Yeah, we'll just stick with this. This seems like... I think my current setup is working as intended, so... Yeah, we'll go with this. Could include some slivers. But nah. And this is the problem with having your deck being mostly 4 drops. I think I will take a mulligan down to 6. I'm on the draw anyway, so it doesn't hurt in the slightest. His deck is a little slow, but, you know, I could probably... My deck isn't that fast either, so you know what? Not having a play till turn 4, I guess we'll have to... His deck's not too fast, my deck's not too fast. I could probably get away with keeping this, if only because of this game, because of this matchup. I mean, I certainly didn't see anything that would make me go, oh god, he's playing an aggressive deck, help me, help me. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead, go back and forth for several turns, and then I drop a Spider. He thinks twice. And he drops a Morph. And I have a Spore Sower Thallid, so that'll actually be a... Maybe I should be going in a little more hot. Just a little bit more. But, you know, I can take it too early. That's not going to be the end of me against him. Although he is holding back. Is he actually going to be playing a counterspell? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh well. And the Spore Sower actually gets through, so... The fact he actually had to think about that does make me think he has some kind of counterspell waiting in hand. Teachings. Yeah, if you're playing blue-black, Teachings can certainly be a good card. Just have to wonder what he would actually have that would make it... I mean, tutors can be... If you have something bomby to tutor up, then tutors can certainly be worth it in a draft, but sometimes I've never been too wild about them. Then again, last draft where I've actually taken a tutor seriously, I drafted Mono Black and Shadowborn and had Una in there and Incremental Blight. I don't get why they didn't call that Incremental Decay. Or, I mean, that seems like it'd be the proper term to use there. So I'm guessing he's just planning to bounce my Thallid the next chance he gets. Okay, no problem. I have a Hydra. I have something better. And I doubt he has, like... And anything that's bigger than the Thallid that morphs probably is... Well, actually, no. He could have the, what's its face? The friggin', the Shaper Parasite. In which case, I don't mind. Actually, I don't mind having a Shaper Parasite be used up. Shaper Parasite is in good territory right now. Gone. Alright, and I'll just go ahead and drop my Hydra. Because every one of my cards is a threat. That makes me dangerous. I do actually like how they still put the gravestones on there for in Magic Online. They did that like with only one block when they made it like a grave-centric block, and then they don't bother anymore. I actually think it's not a bad idea to denote that, but the rats are back, and they're gonna die. Probably could have thought that one a little more thoroughly. Suspending Nilith. Okay, sure. Actually, wait. Should put that up there, and I should have just clicked on that. Alright, so I'm fine with this. I'm in a good place, and yeah, that Nilith isn't getting accelerated out at all. Ping the rats. Thank you. You've served your purpose. And then let's start digging. Rift Sweeper. Yes, you're staying on top. That island's going to the bottom, so keeping Rift Sweeper up there. Swarm, then Sweeper. No, wait. Raiders goes on top first. Then Rift Sweeper. Then Swarm. Yes. I want to draw Swarm next turn. Okay, and I'm guessing that's going to be a Cycle and Madness for the Ichor Slick on my Hydra. Alright, no problem with that. I mean, if you want to accelerate out your Nilith, I'll let you go ahead with that. Okay, so let me see here. How many times can I Sprout Swarm if I don't attack? I mean, I'll pay 5, get 1 token, and then I'll have 4 to tap. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I attack or not, so I'll just go ahead and... Actually, wait, I could cast my Spider, not attack, Sprout Swarm once. Yeah, that sounds like a better play. Cast Spider. And at the end of his turn, Sprout Swarm once. And then slowly overtake him with Sprout Swarm. He wants to play slow. I can go with that. Undertaker. Interesting. Crap, but interesting. And cast with buyback. So, convoke. And then go ahead and just Sprout Swarm. Sprout Swarm. Sprout Swarm. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot here. Letting it go? Okay. And then I drop Rift Sweeper. And by Nilith. Nilith. So, yeah, I feel like I'm in a good spot right about now. I got Sprout Swarm going, and what does he have? He doesn't have enough slivers to make me discard Sprout Swarm, does he? If he does, I'll actually be a little bit surprised. This is definitely a very interesting game, to say the least, but well, I think we're good. And, yep. Alrighty then. It's really hard to do the math with all of these guys, so I'm trying to think. I have 8 lands, and I could Sprout Swarm 3 times, or I could drop this 5, 6. There's so much math with Sprout Swarm. I can see why they say that the time spiral block was too complicated nowadays. You know, I just won't bother with the Raiders. I think Sprout Swarm by itself will get me there. So, right now, just the Spider goes in. Spider alone should be good enough. So, you know what? Yeah, let's drop the Raiders anyway. That way, if he does decide to make me start discarding crap, I'll have some... I can go ahead and discard the Sprout Swarm to it. Okay, bleep. I really don't see the point of bleep. I don't believe it. I mean, it's very subpar cost, I'd say. I mean, it wants to be kind of like a more floored, but it doesn't really do it that well. Yeah, you know, just let them hit the Gathan Raiders. There's really no point in flipping it. I'm not going to be hell-bent anytime for enough time. So, yeah, let it get killed. And you got anything else? Alright, just keep sprout swarming then. Go, and it's going twice. And what? Oh, come on! Really? Really? He actually had that? Who plays cancel in, like, I don't get people that play counters in limited. Whatever. Beats! Go ahead and beat with everything I got, because you don't really have too much else to work with. And you're playing tragically slow. Actually, you know, I should have Ovenized, but Ovenized Bleeb? This is like better things. He actually drew his Nilolith again. You're kidding me. Son of a bitch. Well, then, if that's the way it's going to turn out, then I guess I have no say in the matter. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and swing in with everything. Leave him behind the Annelid, because it's really not doing that much damage. Oh. Oh, you have something to man this up. Muckdrub? Never thought I'd see anyone actually seriously play Muckdrub. Well, I guess it's something, so yeah, sure, whatever. Muckdrub's really not that good. I don't get why. I'm surprised he's actually playing Muckdrub. No, the Muckdrub is the one that takes damage first. And then it gets Ovenized. I seriously am surprised he played Muckdrub. Because no one plays Muckdrub because it is bad. I mean, look at it. Look at its poor sad face. It doesn't want to die. Yeah, oh well. That's the way he wants to play it. I'm fine with that. And you know what? I think at this case, I might want to go ahead with Flying Plasma now. Very, very clever with the way you handle that one, Wizards. I like the. I mean, that's not really clever at all. Actually, that's like programming 101. That, yeah, just prompt for like true false thing and whatever. I've seen that 1,000 times before. Ah, dropping yet another morph. This one's probably the Shaper Parasite from before that he just brought back. Because that isn't old at all. And I know what it, and since it's quite obvious what it is, I'm not even going to bother with doing anything fancy there. Go ahead, flip it, kill my plasma. You know you want to. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. You may. You may what? You may scry, but you could at least put that on there. It's kind of a sad thing when it only says you may. This guy really does take his sweet time. It's your timer that you're running down, buddy. But you know what? You can play with all the fancy tricks you want. I'm fine with it. I still have my Avenger. Avengers, ho! 3 turns on the Nihilith. I've got a pretty stocked up graveyard here. But we know it's coming. He's not going to be able to get his shape. I don't think he has a second Shaper Parasite. I don't remember him having a second one. I highly doubt anyone would let a second one through. They're pretty good. So, yeah, there's no reason to bother swinging with the Spider. And he'll just triple block? I don't know why he would, but the Avenger is going in. What's he got? Dark Withering. Ouch. Wait, you could have Madness that. You're playing a Madness deck, you didn't Madness out. You could have brought back Muckdrub for another round. This is actually getting to be very obnoxious. He's playing a very slow deck. Well, worst case scenario, he ends up timing out. Because that seems to be the thing he likes to do. I just keep my mouse pointer hovering right over where the OK button should be, considering I'm not really playing anything that actually requires him to respond, so there we go. I really don't want to do anything with the... I might as well have just passed my turn, because trying to kill one of his guys in response would just sent off a Nihilith to do something stupid. Yeah, sure. You want to do that? Well, you know what? You know what I could do instead is just... Nah, there's really no reason to. Sure, bounce the Spider. It's not like it's doing anything important. And when that's all you got, and my deck's average mana cost is 4, I think I'm in a good spot to just mutation it away. It helps when you actually have the expensive deck here and you're playing Erratic Mutation. Of course, there's also a good chance that it'll bite me in the ass. Hello, Empath. Just what I was looking for. Got a problem with that? It felt like your entire game plan was relying on that thing, so, you know, that's not exactly a good position for you. At the same time, though, we're in a bit of a stalemate, so this isn't entirely enjoyable. I mean, I just swing into him. He blocks with his Parasite or Bleed. He swings into me. We just bounce off each other with the Spider or whatever. This is actually very... We're probably just going to end up going to time. By which I mean he's going to go to time. Alright, flashing back Mystical Teachings. Do you even have any... Logic Knot? Okay. Sure, keep Logic Knot up, and we'll go ahead with that. Meanwhile, actually now I'm starting to wish I had some of my land fetch or something. Right now, it's just going to be one big stalemate. He's going to maybe mill himself, maybe just run out of time. Right now, I really don't have... He has nothing that he can attack with. I have nothing that I can attack with, because it'll just bounce off the Parasite. And he brings back Nihilith. Hopefully I'll draw my planes. Drops Morph. And hardcast Nihilith. There we go. Finally, I got something that I can beat in with, and he has happens to have all of the friggin' Nihilith out. So, whatever. You know, just cast it with Kicker and then hold back until he attacks with Nihilith. Can he even afford to? Is the question. Now, of course, he's going to do it regardless. It doesn't matter to him. I can't block, but you know what? I'm at 18. He's at 5. He's the one that needs to worry about the 3/3 creatures I drew. And I just drew planes anyway, so... There's more to that. And... Just the lands go in. Really? Shaper Parasite on the... He does have... Wait, he has 2 Shaper Parasites? How did he get 2 Shaper Parasites? Yeah, whatever. He kills my Rift Sweeper, not like I was really making much use of it anyway. And then he blocks a Parasite, land with a Parasite, and Vesner goes to the other line, and there's a Shaper, and... Hell, I was gonna save Judge Unworthy for one of the lands, but for Nihilith. But in this case, I think I might actually just go ahead and start judging now. Bye-bye, Vesner. You will be judged. It does really look like he's going to time himself out, which is actually... I really don't like it when I win that way. It doesn't feel... Oh, right, logic not. Okay, sure, whatever. Go ahead and logic not. Four, five, six, seven. Should have played a land before this turn. Actually, no. It'd still end up getting tied in a knot. Either way, he's not going to be able to win Game 3. It's just simple math. He can beat me down all he wants with Nilith, but he'll end up timing out Game 3. And I don't like winning by timeout. It doesn't feel right. It feels like they never got a chance to do anything. I mean, if you want to do that, if that's the way you want to play, fine. But I don't want. That's not how I like to win. It doesn't feel. It feels unfair. I mean, well, not unfair. That's the wrong word. But oh, wait a minute! I just realized he doesn't have anything that he can't block everything. So, and I can't block Nilith. So whatever. Let's start beating in with all my dudes. And he just gave me a blocker for old Nilith. Thank you. Although I probably won't use it as that. Not yet, anyway. I still got a couple turns worth of beatdown in me. And you don't seem to have too much to actually play, so. Yeah, right. Vesner, Bouncing Spider, and Phantasm gets... That Undertaker's actually proven to be a bit of a pain. Just a bit. Just a bit. You know, deal with the... Actually, no. The only trade that can be done is here, so... Okay, so I'm just going to time you out Game 3, then. This is not how I want to win. I do not want to win by timing my opponent out, but I guess it's just how it's going to be. And really, nothing needs to be changed, so Smith probably could have run the reality asset now that I think of it. Yes, I would like to play first. This works. I mean, Judge Unworthy will help me scry into something if he comes out of the gates early. That's not going to happen. But yeah, he's going to just get timed out anyway, so... I don't like having that happen, but you know what? It is what it is. Okay, Nilith early again, and he's down to his last minute, and I'm not drawing anything, so... But even when I get completely mana screwed, and you know, let's always yield to its triggered abilities. Let him deal with all the timing stuff. Okay, sure. There we are. And you know, I think I still will leave I'll still leave myself open, so that way I can just go Judge Unworthy. Because he only has all of 3 minutes anyway, so... This goes on bottom. This goes on top, and I will reveal Rift Sweeper. And again, I mean, we know where this is going to go. I win by timeout, and it's not... I really wouldn't call that a win. Well, I mean, technically speaking it is, but I don't like it. All it means is that I played faster than him, and that's not... I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not a good win, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that Primal Plasma is probably the discard here. Actually, yeah, Primal Plasma. He actually plays Dementia Sliver. Who plays Dementia Sliver? Whatever. Let's just go ahead and drop the Penumbra Spider. I'm just going to be playing defensive anyway. Feels like he's taking off all his yields for the turn, so I can understand that. He has all of 15 seconds left, so and he realizes that he's just going to time out anyway. Not the way I wanted to win.